overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A quick pass to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Rush is on him. On the move and looking. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The run inside. It's Berry. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a 4th down is coming.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession, now 4th and short. I'm interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going? And do they try to force it here?
Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Rebels. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Sent it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
With the catch, it's Brown. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Odom. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They booted away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Wilson's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line them up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, with players like that getting after him.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Complete out left to Wilson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A spectacular one-hand grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive productive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He unleashes a long one. And he went for an all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry. There's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice run by the running back. I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cunningham. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Smashes him with the stiff arms. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Bringing it back. Loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Ready. Blue, red, move.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Under fire. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by the...
He's loose on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air. It's Levin. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. They give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He rifles one deep down the right side. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside. It's Berry.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes a grab and room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Back to pass, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And he knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pulls it on the option. There's a crease. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. That's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Number 20, set to kick off.
And he muffs it. It's loose. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rebels have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Powers through the defender. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Levin. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Stepping to the right. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. Defender miss. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Number 17, set to attack.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Levin. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Brown. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Right back to him on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they're after him. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Now the connection takes it to the 11. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. Maybe some room here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Back to the ground with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Looking to pass, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Brown. Breaks a tackle and he might go. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They go right back to it. Picks up the first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it.
There's some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here's Durham one more time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Durham. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can blow up and make a play here.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Durham. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. and they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And it's good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.